Have you ever stumbled upon those mind-boggling AI-generated images from Stable Diffusion Core Midjourney and thought to yourself, small black square, how on earth did they create that? Well, guess what? I have the secret and trust me, it's a game changer. It all boils down to just one-word prompts. The more detailed your prompts are, the more stunning your images will be. For example, let's look at this Midjourney generated image. Here is the prompt that was used to generate the image. You can see, it's a very detailed prompt with a lot of moving parts. But if you're anything like me, small black square, you want to have a very simple mechanism which takes a simple prompt like this and converts it to a detailed prompt. Well, in this video we will use ChatGPT to actually achieve this. So our workflow will look something like this. Small black square, we will provide a simple concept. Our subject to ChatGPT, small black square, ChatGPT will then convert that into a detailed prompt. We will use that detailed prompt in Midjourney to generate stunning images like these. And we will achieve all this using a magic prompt. So here is our magic prompt. Keep in mind this is a very long prompt. I'm going to provide this prompt in the description of the video, and now I'll go each part of the prompt. But if you don't want to listen to me reading it, you can skip ahead to the next section. This product was inspired from a Reddit post. I will provide a link to the original post in the description of the video. So let's go with the prompt, creating an Imagine prompt with a word count limit of 1,500 words for the AI-based text image program. Midjourney using the following parameters. So imagine, and then we want the prompt to have 6 different components or parts. The first component or part is going to be the user-specified subject or concept. The second, we want a charity pity to provide a summary of the subject. So add more details to the subject. Then the third part, we wanted to focus on the scene or the environment where the subject is going to be, small black square. The fourth part, it will simply set the mood of the scene. Fifth part is going to be the atmosphere, like overall style of the image atmosphere, small black square. And the sixth part is going to be different lighting conditions and lightning lighting effects that we want to create for the rest of the prompt. We asked ChatGPT to actually add some Midjourney Air specific parameters that are essential to create stunning images. Okay, so in this prompt, 1 should be replaced with a user-specified concept and 2 should be concise descriptive summary of the subject, small black square. Ensure that the description is detailed, uses descriptive adjectives and adverbs in a diverse vocabulary, small black square, and sensory language, small black square, small black square. Offer context and background information regarding the subject and consider them, small black square, image, perspective and point of view. Use metaphors and smiles only even necessary to clearly explain abstract or complex ideas. Use concrete, announce, small black square, and active words to make the description more specific and lively. So in the first 2 parts we're simply asking it to add more details to the subject itself. Next 3 should be a concise summary of the scene's environment. Keep in mind that the desired tone and mode of the image, and use language that invokes the corresponding emotions and atmosphere, small black square. Describe the setting using vivid sensory terms and specific details to bring the scene to life. So these image generation arise like very detailed descriptions, and that's why we're setting the tone of the environment. In this case 4 should be a concise description of the mood of the scene using language that conveys the desired emotion. Atmosphere 5 should be a concise description of the atmosphere using descriptive adjectives and adverbs to create the desired atmosphere while considering the overall tone and mood of the image. 6 should be a concise description of the lighting effects, including types of lights, display styles, techniques, global domination and shadows. Describe the quality, direction, color and intensity of the light and how it impacts the mood and atmosphere of the scene. Use specific adjectives and adverbs to portray the desired lighting effect and consider how it will interact with the subject and environment. Okay, next we give it general directions. So it is important to remember that the description and the prompt should be written together, separated only by commas and spaces, small black square, and should not contain any line breaks or collars. Brackets in their content should not be included, small black square, and the prompt should always start with Imagine prompt and next ensure that the grammar is consistent. Avoid using cliché or excessive words, Also avoid repeatedly using the same descriptive adjectives and networks, small black square, and limit the use of negative descriptions. Use figurative language only when necessary, small black square, and relevant to the prompt, and include a variety of both. Common and rarely used words in your description. The last part, some control parameters for Midjourney. So there are specific parameters that we need to pass on. For example, the C is defines the style, Q defines the quality of the images, and we provide different whole numbers. We want ChatGPT to actually randomly assign them at this range. I have another video coming up, so to go into more details, there are a couple of things I think I would like to highlight. So this parameter R is basically the aspect ratio, and this defines the oral size of the image. So we asked ChatGPT to look at the concept that we have provided and decide how it's going to look better, whether it's going to look better horizontally or vertically. In that case, like if it looks horizontally better. So the aspect ratio is going to be 3:2. It looks vertically better, then the aspect of issue is going to be 2:3 with all these details. Next we simply ask it to wait for a command to give it a concept. Right? So let's run this. Okay. When we run this, it seems to have generated a prompt, but let's provide it another concept. So let's see, the concept is a lone astronaut, Hernandez, and let's see what it comes up with. This creates a very detailed prompt based on your input concept, small black square. Frankly, it does a much better job than what I could have come up with by my own. So once complete, we'll simply copy this and go to Midjourney. If you're using Midjourney for the first time, you will have to join the beta. It would take you to their Discord server. So here there are a number of channels for the Midjourney Discord server. Find the one that you start with the new beast. So let's say I'm going to join this. There's a specific syntax, if you want to provide a prompt, small black square, say imagined. Okay, and then the problem that was generated by ChatGPT. So let's in for this, it's willing to start. But here you can explore the different people provided different prompts, small black square, and Midjourney body is actually processing those to create different images. So you can explore while you're waiting, small black square, this is going to take some time. So while this takes time, let's create another concept. So let's say the second concept is an ancient Egyptian temple while you wait for ChatGPT to generate the prompt. Let's look at the progress on the image generation. So it still seems to be generating the image is now 93%. I think the prompt should be generated by Child Deputy. So let's go ahead and copy it, small black square, and let's execute this in with Jenny while you wait for the other one. So it's going to be imagined, small black square, and then we'll simply provide the prompt that we had. Okay, so actually this finished, so lone astronaut is a pretty amazing actually, small black square, when you open in the browser. It actually added details based on the description we gave it. That's pretty neat. Okay, let's get the small black square, ancient Egyptian temple, small black square, it's almost in 62%. And the Egyptian temples are also pretty nice. They are highly detailed, small black square, I was actually playing around with it. So before this I'm provided, like for example, this beautiful village in Christmas, right? And it came up with this beautiful description based on it should actually created these images. These stunning images. Then so this is another one I really liked, a majestic castle that I asked small black square, create. It's actually pretty beautiful, attention to detail is awesome. These are great looking images. Here is another one that I previously asked to create an image of a girl standing in the rain with an umbrella, and you can see these beautiful pictures that it comes up with. These are just a few examples to show you how easy it is to generate these details prompt for Midjourney using ChatGPT. I'll provide the prompt in the description of the video, play around with it and share your creations. I hope you liked the video. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.